Hello, welcome back to the channel. Hope you are all good and well. So I thought today we could take a look at my favourite hammered coin, or one of my favourite hammered coins, which is the English short cross. So what I mean by short cross is this type, where you've got a cross and pellets contained within a circle and the writing's on the outer edge. So you'll see the cross doesn't come to the edge of the coin. So that's what I mean by short cross. And the reason it's my favourite, I think, is it's kind of the quintessential medieval coin, at least in my mind. When I think medieval coin, that's what I kind of think of. And then also, as a metal detectorist, when you find a coin, even in poor condition, you can generally tell whether it's a short cross, which means you can easily put it within a given date range and attribute it to one of four monarchs, even if you can't see the monarch on that side of the coin. But before we get into it, can I ask that if you are a regular viewer of the channel, please consider doing me the honour of subscribing, and also if you make it to the end of this video, drop a like on the video. My confidence could do with it. So without further ado, let's get into it. The short cross coin was first introduced in 1180 during the reign of Henry II. Henry II being the great-grandson of William the Conqueror. There were 10 mints employed to produce the coin, and it replaced the, by that point, worn out cross and crosslets. I'll put a picture of one of those up on the screen. They'd been in circulation since 1158. So this was the redesign. So Henry II died in France of dysentery on the 6th of July 1189, at which point his son Richard I, or Richard the Lionheart, took to the throne. So this is one of Richard's coin. Short cross continued to be produced bearing the name Henry, Henricvs. Not sure why it was spelled that way. If you know, please do let me know in the comments. So the English short cross was never minted bearing Richard's name, although you can find examples of coins minted in France that bear the name of Richard. Richard the Lionheart died on the 6th of April 1199 when he was struck in the left shoulder during a siege in France by a crossbow bolt. I don't think the wound was that bad, but it turned to gangrene and yeah, eventually killed him. So upon his death, his brother King John took to the throne, and the short cross continued to be minted for the reign of King John, still with the name Henry rather than John, although coins minted for Ireland did bear the name John rather than Henry. So with that said, we know that this was an English short cross, because as you can see, it still says Henricvs. I do wonder whether that was cut at the time or whether that's been damaged in the ground, because they used to clip bits of silver from around the edge of the coin and use them to make smaller purchases. So in 1205, during John's reign, they actually redesigned the coin slightly. I believe they made changes to the bust of John himself, and then employed 16 mints to then produce the new design. Even though the coin had been redesigned, it continued to have Henry's name rather than John's. So John suffered the same fate as his father, dying of dysentery in Newark on the 19th of October 1216, which meant the fourth and final Plantagenet king to be served by the short cross hammered coin would take to the throne, Henry III. So Henry took to the throne at the ripe old age of 9. Henry was also known as Henry of Winchester. I've only got, by the way, a cut half of a Henry III short cross. But it was during his reign that the short cross would be phased out, when in 1247 they replaced it with a long cross. So the reason for that was like I mentioned on this coin clipping, was an attempt to to put a stop to clipping. Although I don't think it worked, because I have found later long cross coins where clipping is clearly evident. So that is a coin of Henry III with a long cross. They also dropped the 4 pellets in each segment in favour of 3. This one actually is a Henry III as well. Again, a long cross. At least now the name Henry once again makes sense. I've got a cut half example of a Henry III long cross. So Henry III was one of the very few Plantagenet kings to die peacefully in bed of natural causes. He died on the 16th of November 1272. So there you have it, a brief but entire history of the English short cross hammered coin. First minted in 1180 before being superseded in 1247. So what's that? A lifespan of 67 years. So yeah, that goes back to what I was saying about metal detecting. If you find a short cross, you can put it within a 67-year time frame. So I hope you enjoyed this one, folks. I'm out metal detecting on Sunday, so I should have another video either Sunday or Monday. Let's hope we find some good stuff. Don't forget to drop me a comment, leave me a like, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.